have street smarts in our community today, and we want to thank Bob for his ongoing support and that of his foundation. Other contributions include Chappelle Homes, the Kiwanis Club of the San Ramon Valley, the Rotary of the San Ramon Valley's Foundation, the San Ramon Valley Council of PTAs, and Becky Sargent, a local realtor. Let's give our sponsors another round of applause. And I want to thank all of you who have participated in today's event. This has been filmed by CCTV, and we appreciate their continued support as well of this program. This will be aired on Wednesday, November 28th at 8 p.m. and Friday, November 30th at 4 p.m. And CCTV is Channel 27, and on Comcast and Astound, Channel 32. And for additional dates, you can always go to www.contracostatv.org. So thank you all for coming.
I'm Terry Koehne, and we're here on behalf of the Street Smarts campaign for the San Ramon Valley. And today what we've done is we've kicked off the 2007 Street Smarts annual It Happens campaign. And this year it's going to be a pilot program here at San Ramon Valley High School in Danville. And the crux of the program is a point system where kids can basically log on to a website, submit stories, situations about safe driving, and collect points for great prizes. My first guest with me is Dan Smithwick. Dan is a senior at San Ramon Valley High School. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Dan, you've been driving for how long now?
I've been driving for about 2 years now. Just still learning the ways of the streets. And
what kind of car you have?
I have a Chevy Silverado, 2003.
Nice. So the bulk of your driving exists of what? I mean, you to and from school, shopping, what? You know, you go out with your buddies, what?
Yeah, most of my driving is just driving to school in the morning, driving to practice, and driving home at night. So I mean, it's pretty basic, but it's a day-to-day thing. And I mean, you're on the road a lot. If you really add up all the time that you spend in your car and driving, there's a lot of potential for accidents and just errors on the road. So you got to be safe.
Being around the high school a lot, obviously that you are, driving in and out of the parking lot here, I imagine you see a lot of kids peeling out, things like that, a lot of safe driving, unsafe driving that happens. You want to comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of kids just kind of being dumb and just driving around, just flooring it when they can, trying to show off a little bit. But, I mean, for the most part, people are pretty smart about it, just not really doing that when too many people are around. And, I mean, you just got to think before you do anything stupid out there.
Dan, are you going to participate in this campaign?
Yeah, definitely. I think the whole leadership program here will be. We're all going to get very involved, get with the point system, and just it's definitely a good thing that they're kicking off here at San Ramon.
Great. One more question. You sounds like you do some night driving. Talk about the difference between driving during the day as opposed to at night, being somebody who's fairly new to driving a car.
Well, driving at night, I mean, it's a little bit of adjustment at first. There's a lot more hazards out there you don't really notice as opposed to during the day when everything's more lit, obviously. I mean, just got to be safe. You just got to pay attention to what you're doing, and multitasking, it's a tough thing, but you just got to make sure you're not doing it at the wrong times, and just got to be smart out there.
Excellent. Hey, Dan, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. See you right here. All right.
Junior.
All right. I'm standing next to Cole Huntley, a junior here at San Ramon Valley High School. Cole, thanks a lot for joining me today during the inaugural kickoff of the It Happens Street Smarts campaign. You've been driving for how long now?
I've been actually driving for about 2.5 weeks now.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Tell us about that first experience when you got your license, the first time you got behind the wheel when you were no longer a permitted driver but an official licensed driver. What was that like?
I do remember my first drive. I went to go get coffee by myself, and it was very distracting. I wanted to turn on the music, and I had my cell phone with me, and it was just... And I don't know, it was just it felt good to be by myself, but it was just really distracting, and I remember that.
Did you do things to prepare yourself for that drive? For example, did you make sure to turn off your cell phone before you left? You buckled your seatbelt, of course. Did you turn off the radio, or did you choose the right station that you knew you wanted to listen to during that entire drive? What was the pre-driving routine like?
First thing I did was I got in my car and I put on my seatbelt. Then I actually put my cell phone in the back seat so I wouldn't touch it, and I put it on vibrate so I wouldn't hear it. And I had a CD that I already started playing when I was in the car, and it was on low, and that's about it. And I just drove. It was good.
How does it feel now? Are you feeling a little bit more comfortable? What are some things over the last 2.5 weeks that you've learned as far as your driving style?
Well, my brother is driving before me, even though I'm older than him, which is kind of embarrassing. But I've learned a lot of his mistakes, and I've just learned from a lot of people and what not to do, not to speed, not to listen to your music high, because that's just distracting. You can't hear anything. And I've just learned that the best way to drive is just drive defensive and just try to get to your point A to point B, and that's what driving's for. It's not to have fun. It's just to get somewhere, you know?
Good for you. And as cool as it might be to say to have your music blaring or to have your cell phone next to you or be texting while you're, en route somewhere, is that a tough thing to overcome as a high school student to see, well, this is obviously something that other kids consider cool, but I'm gonna consider safety first?
Well, I consider the fact that I don't want to get in a car crash, and for me, it's not that big of a deal because I'm in the car for maybe 10 minutes a day, and it's not worth it to text 10 minutes or call or blare music to be cool. I mean, all you're supposed to be doing in this car is driving, so that's the main point.
Cole, what do you drive?
I drive a black Denali.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Cole Huntley, Junior, San Ramon Valley High School. Thanks for joining me, Cole. Appreciate it. Stay here for a second.